Your reaction to the sentence today of the former president, Mohamed Morsi. What is your reaction?
My first reaction is like what the Amnesty International described it today. It's travesty for justice. It's a tragedy day for democracy in Egypt. Dr. Morsi, as you have explained, had been detained and kidnapped for months. No one knew where he was, and now they are trying to sentence the whole Arab Spring in the body of Dr. Morsi into prison for 20 years. We do not realize or recognize this. We don't recognize this court altogether, and it's a pure coup d'etat.
Now, you were a minister in Mohamed Morsi's government. You're in Istanbul now. Clearly, you wouldn't now return to Egypt. You would be put on trial, correct?
Absolutely. We already have sentences. Most of the ministers that belong to the Freedom and Justice Party and other people who have supported the legitimate government of Dr. Morsi are either in prison, have been dead in Rabaa or Nahda or other squares dismantling, or are in abroad right now, like myself.
Now, I speak to many Egyptians, and since the coup, since the removal of Mohamed Morsi and President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi taking power, I hear many Egyptians say that although they felt like the new government's response to Muslim Brotherhood protesters was perhaps excessive, that they are happy that President Sisi is their president. How do you explain that Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is popular in Egypt today?
I believe that the question should be, are we happy with fascist regimes or are we happy with the ballot boxes? I believe if we go to youth right now, you will see that most of them right now don't believe in democracy, that most of them are questioning themselves, especially those who have got an ideological background that in the previous didn't accept democracy. They are saying that if democracy brought a guy, then democracy only should be ousting him. It's not like having 51 or 52%. This means that you are having a lot of protesters against you. The question is about how we abide to our values and ethics, how the West and ourselves in the Middle East are having a vision to deal with the hopes of this generation who have called in the 2011 for dignity, bread, and real equality. This is not happening in Egypt right now. Under Sisi, you are having thousands of people have been killed, so it's not excessive a kind of power used against them. This is crimes against humanity. This has been about 40,000 people are being held behind bars right now, including people who have top-line politicians, scholars, even seculars, liberals. Everyone in Egypt right now are behind bars, having the military junta governing Egypt. I believe that the question is on the streets right now. I can see myself protesters everywhere where for the last 18 months, and this will be the case until we regain our democracy once more, which we believe at the end of the road, Egyptian people will really accomplish the demands and quests of the 2011 revolution.